So, here we are at my bench. I'd sit over there, but as you can see, I'm in the shade, and I kind of want to stay that way. So we're going to flip you around here real quick, and so I can see you. There we go. Tighten this up a little bit. Oh, this is an awesome angle, isn't it? Sooner or later I'll get something better figured out. But for right now, this works. I have made absolutely terrible time getting down here. It is roughly a 3/4 mile trip down to the trail from my house, and roughly a 1.25 miles down to my bench. And it is 8:20, and I left at 6:30, and with the exception of the 20 minutes or so that I spent in the gas station, it's been a long ride. I've had the sun at my back all morning, which normally wouldn't be too bad, but I'm a broad guy, so that's a lot of sun, and it's hot already. I can tell it's gonna be a warm day. And yes, I know I'm drinking the worst thing in the world. Oh well. But that was my first drink of it ever since I left. You know, I gotta tell you, I've been down here the last 2 years, and usually in the middle of summer. And let's take a look around here, see if we can anyway. So, I'll just do this. I gotta tell y'all, that's where it came from. I don't remember it being this green last year, which is really nice. I hope y'all enjoyed that close-up of my gut, because, you know, everybody loves a fat guy. Well, they should anyway. I don't remember it being this green last year, which is really nice and kind of surprising. There was some areas that I was looking forward to taking pictures to on my way up through here. Excuse me. But I couldn't really see through the vegetation. There was a couple of fields and stuff on the way through that I wanted to show you guys, and I really couldn't. I knew where they were, I just couldn't really see them with the camera, so well, maybe things will change as I move on. I'm starting to think, because of my slow time, I might not make it all the way to Deronda. But I'm definitely going to push on past this. I mean, 4 or 6 mile trek in a day for me, really, that's not a big deal. Deronda might be a big deal though, because that's about 4 miles down the trail, I do believe. So 8, almost 9 miles back, you know, there and back. That's a little bit out of what I'm used to, considering that this is my first major trip this year. But we'll see. I might do it, I might not. Either way, I know my hand's in the way, I'm rolling a cigarette. Either way, I am enjoying the weather, as warm as it's getting, and I'm enjoying the quiet and the birds. Oh, I wanted to address some concerns. You know, me being in a wheelchair and out here on the trail all by myself, and talk about the trail a little bit. That was the other thing. first off, the trail itself, you know, I know a lot of you outdoors guys look at what I'm on and you're like, oh, that's not a trail, you know, blah blah blah. That's a road. And well, you're not very far off. What it is actually is an old railway, and they turned it into a wheelchair accessible trail. So it's nice for people like me, and I think more people should know about it because it's nice. It's a little rough when it's wet, and I don't get out here in the winter because I don't get out in the winter. Let me grab my lighter here, because I don't get out in the winter. Wheelchairs and snows don't really mix. But during the summer and in the cooler months, it's very nice, and a lot of it's shade. At least down as far as Wanderoos, which is as far as I've gotten so far, which is about halfway, 7 miles or so. We got a biker coming through.
Morning again.
Morning. Saw him on my way through the first, when I first came on trail. Looks like a nice guy. Definitely cruising. But yeah, so it's a trail. You know, it's a state trail, and it's nice. It's very well maintained. Mostly hard packed dirt and clay. Very solid. Not too rough, not too smooth. It's better than a gravel road. But, okay, so here's the other thing I was going to talk about. My family always says to me, you know, you shouldn't go down this trail by yourself. You know, what if there's bear? Blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah. When you're this far north in Wisconsin, that's a concern. Sometimes more of a concern than others, depending on the time of year. But I'm not too worried about it. Coming down this trail, I try to make enough noise to spook off whatever. I know last year I caught a deer by surprise, and I think I got lucky. Pretty sure all that was the wind blowing the wrong way. But it's a concern, and I'm not too worried about it. I figure, you know, it's a bear. Circle of life. You know, if he's hungry, there's nothing I'm going to do to slow him down anyway. But I did bring my knife, and I brought my big knife. This thing is older than dirt. I got it about 7 years ago. It's a straight X timer. Got it from a buddy of mine for my birthday about 7 years ago. It's a beater, big beater knife, and it's got a bigger profile than my Glock field knife, which I usually carry with me when I come down this way. But I figured, it being early morning and all, if there was something that wanted to punch a hole in me, I was going to punch a big ass hole in it, and that thing's a lot bigger than my Glock knife. Is it going to kill a bear? No. Is it going to piss it off? Yeah. And hey, what the hell? Maybe they'll figure out what bear it was that attacked me, because it'll have my knife sticking out of it when I'm done. Who knows? But I don't really worry about it. I mean, if I was worried about it, I'd come up here with somebody. I prefer to come up here alone. It's nice and quiet. So, enjoy your day, and I will see you in a little while. I'll check in a bit. Probably on my way back, or if I make it up to Deronda. Have a nice day.